you have your lunch?
Yes, I just have lunch right before our class.
Okay, very good. Nice. So, welcome to our class, and we'll try to do and speak try to answer a lot of IELTS question.
Okay.
Okay. Let's start with a new unit today. Unit 3 for IELTS Cambridge.
Okay.
Let me open our book.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hmm, okay. Who do you stay with? It's like your house is very quiet. Do you
Uh,
stay with your parents or do
no,
you live alone?
I'm live with my family, but for now I'm just by myself.
Ah, that's why. All right. Mm, okay. Let me go ahead and open the part three here.
Okay.
Okay, here you go. Third part. Let's talk about clothes.
Okay.
Where do you buy most of your clothes, GA?
I always enjoy buying clothing in the online,
Mm-hmm.
through the online.
I enjoy buying my clothes in the online.
Mm-hmm.
You don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
You will just say, I enjoy buying clothes online. Okay. All right. Because online is not a physical location.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you don't use prepositions to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
You just say online. Plus,
Uh,
online is not specific, so you
mm-hmm.
don't use article the,
Mm-hmm.
just the simple word online.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
enjoy buying my clothes
Mm-hmm.
online.
Mm,
Okay?
I see.
All right. Every time you mention the word online, there's no the and
Mm,
there's no in.
mm,
Okay?
okay.
All right. That's a common mistake. All right. Why did you choose online? Why do you not um, buy, you know, on a physical store like department store? Why did
Mm,
you choose online?
because I think online has more disadvantage compared to the offline shopping mall. Like I don't need to go somewhere and I don't need to spend my
Disadvantage?
no
You
advantage.
mean
Yeah,
advantage?
sorry,
Okay.
advantage.
Uh,
Yeah.
so what are those advantage?
Like I don't need to find some store and I don't need to spend my time on go to the place.
Walking.
Yes, on
Yeah.
working to go to the mall. And
Mhm.
I think the price is the cheap is more cheaper than more cheaper online.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. You don't say more cheaper.
Mm,
You say cheaper or
mm,
more cheap.
mm,
But if you mix more and cheaper, that's
mm.
not possible.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
You can say cheaper only. Okay? The
Mm,
prices are more, or the price is cheaper online, or the
mm,
price is more cheap
mm.
online. But if
Okay.
you say more and cheaper, that's not a good partner.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you will just say the price is cheaper online.
Mm,
Okay. All right. Very good. Yeah, I think so. I agree with you. Online shopping is more common these days.
mm.
How do you decide which clothes to buy? Like, do you have a particular style? Do you have a particular color that you want? How do you decide which clothes to buy?
Um, I just like simple clothes which have monotonous color like white or ivory or black because I
Mm-hmm.
don't like the clothes which is too much, which
Mm.
attract uh people's
Attention.
yeah attracts attention too much.
Uh, um, which attracts too much attention.
Oh,
Mm,
okay, right.
okay. Um, yeah, you can say that. You can actually say I don't want loud colors.
Mm.
LOUD.
Oh,
Loud. I
loud.
don't want loud colors, it attracts too much attention.
Loud
Right.
color, it means like red or green, like that.
Yellow, yeah.
Mm,
Yellow, pink, or something like
mm,
that.
mm.
Neon green,
Oh,
yeah. Like your what do you call that? Like marker.
oh,
Yeah, it's not good. The colors.
oh, yeah, right.
Those are what we call as loud colors,
Mm.
like this. No, I don't know. This one is, I don't know. It's simple. I like it. Mm, okay. Oh, it's hot. Okay. Have the kinds of clothes you like changed in the recent years? Or let me change that question. Um, has your style
Mm.
changed through the recent years?
Mm. Um, yeah, I think so. Um, when I was younger than now, like 21 or 22, um,
Hmm.
I enjoyed I enjoyed wearing some shoes which has high heel.
Oh, really? These
Yeah,
days? Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
But these days, I don't like the cut of shoes. I like just simple
Ah,
shoes like sneakers or flat shoes.
yeah,
That's
flats. Yeah, it's good. It's but maybe yeah. Let's go back maybe 7 or 8 years ago or 5 years. Heels are like a big thing. Wedges,
mm,
right? And
mm,
those are really common. But these days, flats are really more popular and comfortable.
mm.
Okay, cool. So let's proceed with the second part of your IELTS test.
Okay.
Let's talk about something about your money. So kindly describe to me an interesting discussion you had about how you spend your money.
Mm,
So you have to tell me who you had the discussion with.
mm.
Why did you discuss? Why you discussed this topic, and what what's the result of the
Um,
discussion?
Sorry to stop you, Brandon, but I think
Uh,
we already had this question before.
Ah, really?
Yes.
Okay. Let me change it then. I'll hold on. I'll give you a different one. Give me a second, okay?
Okay.
Let me get something for you. Kindly hold on there.
Okay.
Okay. Since we're talking already about, since we're already talking about, what do you call this? Um, buying and money, I'll ask you something related to that.
Okay.
Let me see. I can make it through the rain. Wait. Oh wait. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Hold on. Uh, sorry
No, just
for
take your time.
giving you a
Okay.
delay. Yeah. Now I have it. Okay. All right. Please. Okay. Please let me know when you see it. Can you see it on your screen now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Can you read the question for me?
Describe a shop that you often visit. You should say what it is, where it is, what they sell in the shop, and explain why you remember the shop.
Yes. So that is somehow related to our discussion. We're talking about clothes and all those things about money. So
Mm,
kindly describe a shop that you often visit.
mm,
Okay. It should be a physical shop, not
mm-hmm,
an online shop.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it says there where you cannot say online. So I will give you 1 minute to
Mm,
think about this topic.
mm-hmm,
Please make sure to use the time properly, and
mm-hmm.
your 1 minute starts now.
Okay.
Okay, your time is up,
Okay.
um, and you have 2 minutes to talk about the topic. Your 2 minutes starts now.
Um, I frequently visit Starfield, which is nearby my place. I can go there only 15 or 20 minutes by car, and it is the biggest shopping mall around my place.
Mhm.
Since it is not a one kind of shop, it is a kind of mall. So
Mhm.
it has a lot of shops in it,
Mhm.
especially uh, in those. Uh, the most favorite place for me is a kind of bookstore in there. Um,
Mhm.
the name of that place is Kyobo Bookstore. Um,
Mhm.
it has not only books but also a lot of items which is needed for living.
Mhm.
Um, the biggest reason why I love this place is I can see the um, modern and new released items in this place. I can find the kind of things in this place, and yeah,
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Uh, and also in this mall, a rather fancy restaurant is located, so I can also enjoy eating in there.
Uh-huh. All right.
Yeah.
141 actually. Well, you talk too fast.
Uh,
um, uh, although the content of your answer is really good, you talk too fast.
mm,
So you can just relax and slow down. My
that
favorite shop there is the bookstore named blah blah blah. Just like how the speed is,
mm,
I try to speak slowly, and I think it's good. Why? Because of course we are not native speakers,
mm,
and we want to be understand as much as we can.
mm,
So we want to speak at least in a very simple and very slow manner.
mm,
Um, although you're very good in speaking,
mm,
honestly, I must say I really am honest that you're really good in speaking. But if you
mm,
speak fast,
mm,
there's a lot of possibility for you committing a mistake.
mm,
Like when you said the most favorite for me is you should say
Mm.
my favorite shop
Mm.
is for me my favorite shop is you can
Mm.
actually say it that way as well.
Mm.
But overall it's okay. I will accept that, you know.
Okay.
Don't worry about time. You
Okay.
can you can actually talk even if your time is finished. What I mean is that even if your answers are not complete, it's okay
Mm-hmm.
if the examiner interrupted you and told you that there's no much time available. All right,
Mm.
because that's okay. In my case, when I took my IELTS test, I was
Mm-hmm.
not able to answer everything. I was
Mm-hmm.
not able to complete
Mm-hmm.
everything. You know, I 2 minutes is not enough for me.
Mm.
So I was interrupted by my examiner, but
Mm.
my score is good.
Mm.
I didn't fail. I think I have a very good score,
Mm.
even though I was not able to complete my answer. But I was able to talk 2 minutes, more than two
Mm.
minutes, to be honest.
Mm.
Mm, okay, that's why I was interrupted. That's okay. I like your answer, to be honest. So
Ah.
it's a bookstore.
Yes.
Mm, okay, let's move forward. Let's try to answer the part three.
Okay.
Were we able to discuss this before
Oh yes, we did.
as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you a different part three
Okay.
then. Okay, uh, my bad. I think this is the first thing that we did during our first day, right?
Uh, no, I don't. I can't remember.
Ah, but it's good that you remember that we finished it.
Yeah, that is right.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me find an appropriate part three because part two and part three should be the same topic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It cannot be where part two is about movies and part three is about money. That's
Mm.
not possible. You know, if you are talking about objects in part two or
Mm.
shopping, then part three should also be about shopping or
Mm.
money or objects.
Mm.
Okay, all right. So, huh. Let me see. I'll choose one. Give me a second. Uh, okay. Please wait. Um, are you gonna work today? Do you have
No,
some
today
work?
is my day off.
Wow, you're lucky.
Yes.
Good for you. Okay, wait. Let's find the shopping. Oh, wait. My bad. I have a lot of questions for you. There's like the shopping in here. Uh, for television, languages, clothes. Okay, yeah, let's go with clothes since it's our
Mm-hmm.
topic a while back.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Um, this one is about school. Okay, do you spend a lot of money on clothes personally?
I don't think so because um, I just buy some clothes um, uh, when I need.
Mm-hmm.
I don't waste my money on buying some clothes which is not needed. So
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah,
you're. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
You can actually say I'm a very practical person.
Mm,
I don't buy things that I don't need.
Mm.
Mm,
Practical person.
so
Mm.
yes, you know what? When you're trying to explain something,
Mm-hmm.
you have to always start with the general information before explaining it. So
Mm.
it's always good to start an answer with, I'm a very practical person. And then after that, you describe what is a practical person.
Mm.
So, for example, they ask you,
Mm.
mm, what kind of food do you eat these
Mm.
days?
Mm-hmm.
You will not say, oh, I eat hamburger, I eat steak. No.
Mm.
You first tell the general answer, which is, I'm a meat person. I
Mm.
love eating meat. That's
Mm.
why I love hamburgers and blah 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 and blah 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 blah.
Mm.
Okay, always start answering your questions with the general information before
Mm.
going specific.
Mm.
Okay, so
Okay.
when I ask you, what do you spend do you spend a lot of money in buying clothes? Then you can say, I'm a practical person, or mm, I'm a person who loves saving money, or something like that.
Mm.
That should be your first sentence.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Next, let's go with shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Um, do you like going shopping personally? I mean, clothes are okay. We're talking about clothes a while back.
Mm.
But besides clothes, what
Mm.
other things that you go um that you go buy when you go shopping? What are you
Um.
most interested in when you go shopping?
I really love to buy some items like um um which is needed for living, like um for example, I
Needed for a living?
yes,
Okay. Like what? Yeah, like what?
like um some for example, I recently bought a I forgot the name of this name. Stamp.
What is it? A food? Is it something to use when you take a bath? Is it
It is a
something
kind of light.
light?
Yes, uh, light,
What light?
like bulb.
Light
Yeah.
bulb.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's a strange.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can say, I really want to buy things that are necessary,
Mm.
um, necessary, in a house. All
Mm.
right,
Yeah.
not for living. All
Mm.
right, that are necessary inside my house.
Mm.
Mm. Um, like light bulbs.
Mm. Light bulb.
Okay, all
Oh,
right,
I
light
see.
bulbs. You like that? Okay. Mm. All right, there you go. One more question before we
Okay.
end. Um, they say you mentioned a while back that yeah, and IELTS, be careful with what you say. They can use it later on to
Mm.
ask you a question. Like, for example, a while back you said that you usually buy things online.
Mm.
But would you say that things you buy or
Mm.
can buy on the internet are good quality? And
Mm.
why do you say so?
Um.
Can you give me some tips on how to ensure
Ah.
quality?
Um. I always check the comments from another customer
Mhm.
because they explain about the quality of the products.
Mhm.
They already bought it and used it in real life, so
Mhm.
I can I can um, assess the quality of the products through the comments from the other buyer.
Ah, comments or reviews,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Okay. Wow, that's a good way to answer it. Part three usually there's no specific rules for part
Mm,
three.
mm,
It depends on the examiner. Like what I did, I asked for a tip.
mm,
Can you give me some tips? So that's not a real question, but as an examiner, I can give that to you. So
mm,
that's why part three in IELTS is critical because
mm,
there's no strict rule, unlike part one and
mm.
part two. Okay?
Okay, okay,
All right. So we'll end with that today, and we'll go with the fourth Cambridge tomorrow.
okay.
We'll make use of this. Can you make sure this one is not yet finished, right?
Uh,
Never.
yeah, right.
I'm sure this is not yet
Yes,
finished.
right.
Okay, all right. Anyways, I'll see you again
Okay.
tomorrow
Thank
and have a
you.
nice afternoon. Bye bye.
Have a
Enjoy
good
your off.
day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.